Okay, here we are. This is a video about the Incon twin turbo kit. This kit was made by Incon in Florida in the 90s, late 90s. They went out of business, but they are one of the few, if the only company that made a twin turbo kit for the Mustang that was street legal in California. So this kit does have a carb number, and I was lucky enough to be able to find one of these, and even more lucky to find one that was uninstalled. This has never been installed, and it probably is the only one in existence that has never been installed. So this has two previous owners. No one ever used it. They just bought it and then sold it, and eventually it wound up in my hands. So, pretty rare find. This intake, if memory serves me, was 56 millimeters at the widest point there. So I guess that makes it a T56. I don't know. There's two of them. It's massive. It's got an internal wastegate. I still haven't dialed in how to tune it properly yet. I don't have a regulated pressure source, but you can see the fittings. It's got a water passage and oil passage, as well as being ball bearing, caged ball bearing. So this thing is going to fucking fly, and it's also going to last a long time too, with the ceramic coating and everything. It uses the factory emissions or factory exhaust location, so you can run it with your cats and everything like that. And it should be pretty cool. You can see the flanges. That's like at least half an inch. It's massive. There's a lot of work I still have left to do on this thing. And that is the passenger side. Pretty cool. Kit comes with everything you need to install it. Over here is the intercooler. This thing is huge. It's huge. It measures 5.5 inches by 36 inches. That's like almost 200 square inches of space, and it mounts horizontally, so the wash from the fan kind of cools it down. I don't know exactly how that works. I'm going to have to see it when I install it. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, here's the here's evidence. It's Incon Systems. There's a area for a blow-off valve, ProFlow, and this is calibrated for 36. I'm going to send it to Pro-M, this whole thing to Pro-M, and they're going to get me one that's calibrated for a mass air meter that's calibrated for 42. And they're going to bench flow it and give me a transfer data sheet and all kinds of shit, man. It's going to be awesome. This diameter is 80 millimeters here. It's a little bit less there. So I'm hoping they can get me something that'll work. There's various pipings and whatnot, but let's take a look at the engine that's going on. Okay. This is a Ford 302, quite obviously. We're going with the stock. I didn't actually know I was going to be using a turbo on this until I bought the fucking thing. So guess what? You're getting a turbo now. We're not going to be running a tremendous amount of boost. I just want 400 to the wheels. That should be at the low end of what this kit is capable of. But I'm not interested in superpower anyway. I'm interested in rock solid reliability. And the only thing I've done to the internals there, it's got forged pistons, aluminum fit pistons from the factory, and ARP gear in there and whatnot. Big old huge water pump. I'm definitely not going to the electric water pump in this. SFI damper, blah blah blah. Here's the other side of the turbo kit. A lot of the reaction I get from this instantly is, oh God, you know, you're not going to be able to change this spark plug. Well, boo fucking who. You can change that spark plug. You just got to get a bolt in there somehow. I don't know if you can see it, but here's a tool they sell or whatever. So what do you want me to do? Throw it away? It is what it is. You can see how it mounts. The H-pipe comes up right here. There's a Canton road racing pan, windage tray, along with the stock oil pump size. Should be fine. One of the things I'm kind of wondering about is I need to get water to this thing. Now, normally they say tap it right here. And put your water lines here, and then it'll return right here or somewhere. But I don't want to tap it. I'm not going to use the heater core. This one needs a heater core in a track car. So I'm thinking about using one of these or something. It's got blue tape everywhere. What else have I done to this thing? Back there is the, I got a silver sleeve on this, so that rear main seal probably won't leak. I will be using the PCV valve oil separator. Got one of these, since it's going to be Mishimoto oil cooling kit, since it will be a track car and we'll have hot oil running through turbos, so probably a good idea to try to keep it cool. Don't you think? Anyway, I'm pretty stoked. What else can I talk about? Yeah, I just wanted to record this for posterity, prostate, something. One thing that's kind of weird is I've got an oil pan. It's got to come out through here. I got a turbo sitting right here, so I got to get my dipstick in there somewhere. I'll have to see how that works out. On the back end is going a RST twin disc clutch from McLeod, TKO 600 from Liberty Gear, and they're going to put the carbon synchros on there, so it should be able to shift real nice. I'll show that to you later. One thing I'm thinking about is for the water lines. Yeah, right here maybe? I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about. And I'll show you when it's all put on. Oh yeah. Right here, this turbo is touching this head right here, because I don't think this kit was designed for however thick that shoulder is. It's pretty big, so I got to take some of this material off and make up the remainder of the difference with a gasket. I know everyone's going to say, don't do it, you're going to blow a gasket, but I called these guys Remflex, and they said that the gasket should work. But it's got a 50% crush. I'm crushed down to 1/16 of an inch, and I need a little bit more than that, so I'm going to have to do two options there. But what can you do, man? Hopefully it doesn't blow. If you guys want to answer me a question, torque to 20 foot-pounds, and I talked to the lady and she said you can torque it more than that if you want. I don't know. What's more than 20? 30? 30 foot-pounds? Alright, well that's all I got for now. Let me know if you have any questions, blah, blah, blah. And it's a good time to fucking... Unbelievable. Alright, see you later.